Hello everyone. Hope everybody is good and fine. In previous video we have discussed about nutrition in plants. Now in this video we will discuss about force and pressure. These are the contents of our today's chapter. What is force? There is very simple definition of force. Force is a push or pull on an object. Due to force, an object will either be in a state of motion or will be resting. Imagine that you are riding a bicycle. If you apply brakes on the bicycle, what will happen? The bicycle will come in rest. Because of what? Because of the force applied on that bicycle. If anybody pushes any object, it will come in motion. Because of force, F equals to ma. This is the equation to find out force. F stands for force, M stands for mass, and A stands for acceleration. SI unit of force is Newton. We can write Newton as capital N. Now your teacher may ask you in exams that find out A means acceleration. Now to finding out the acceleration we need to create that formula from this formula means A equals to F divided by M. Acceleration equals to force divided by mass. Properties of force. Force has both magnitude and direction. More than one force can be applied on an object. It may be 2, it may be 20 or more than that. Force applied in the same direction add up to each other. See in the first image, the both boys are applying the force on the object in the same direction. It will be easier to push this object in front. If force are applied in the opposite direction, then the net force acting on the object is the difference between the force and the object tends to move in the direction of the greater force. For simple understanding, we will see in the second image. This boy is pushing the object in front side and this boy is pushing this object to the left side. This boy pushes this object to the right side with the force of 20 Newton and the second boy pushes this object to the left side with the force of 10 Newton. Now we have to subtract the both forces. 20 minus 10 equals to 10. Now this has the more force applying to the object means he will push this object to the right side with the force of 10 Newton. If the magnitude or direction of the force changes, its effects also changes. Effects of forces. A force acting on an object causes the object to change its shape or size. Now see, if we blow any balloon, the balloon will change its shape. This was a very simple example. There are many more examples. To start moving, to stop moving, to accelerate or to decelerate means force can be used to make any object in motion or to stop its motion or to increase its speed or decrease its speed. When there is interaction between two objects, they exert a force on each other. These exerted force are opposite in direction. Contact force. A force which can exerted by an object on another object only through physical touching is called an constant force. This football player is hitting the ball from his leg. There is a physical touch of the leg and the ball. See in this image, the lawn tennis player is hitting the ball from his bat. There is physical touch of the bat and the ball. Types of contact force. There are two major types of contact force, muscular force and frictional force. Muscular force is what? The type of force where we use our physical strength to change the state of motion of an object. You can see in these images. This man is lifting the weight. This man is riding the bicycle. Frictional force. A force that acts on all moving objects in the surface which it is in contact with. See, the ball is the contact within the ground. Means the ground will oppose the force. Non-contact force. A non-contact force is a force applied to an object by another body that is not in direct contact with it. We will discuss about this in the next slide. Means you will be very clear about this topic. Types of non-contact forces. There are three major types of non-contact forces: magnetic force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force. A force that attracts certain metals, objects like iron and iron fillings towards a magnet. It is known as magnetic force. You can see in this diagram. The magnet is attracting all the coins without any physical touch. Now we will see about electrostatic force. The force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body. See in this diagram, the balloon has a negative charge and the hair has a positive charge. If we will take the balloon near the hair, it will attract the hair. Gravitational force. Any two bodies exerted force of attraction on each other. See this man. This man is falling from the sky to the downwards. Why he comes downwards? Because there is force attracting him downside by, and this force is exerted by the earth. This is known as gravitational force. What is pressure? Force acting per unit area is known as pressure. P equals to F divided by A, means P stands for pressure. Pressure equals to force divided by area. SI unit of pressure is Pascal. We can write Pascal as capital P. See in this diagram, this is a sharp knife and this is a dull knife. This top of the knife is sharp, because of which the force, the pressure will be more. And in this diagram, the knife is dull. That's why the pressure will be low. For a simple understanding, we should always remember that if there is more area, there will be less pressure. And if there is more less area, then there will be more pressure. Properties of pressure exerted by liquids. All the liquids exert pressure on the base or bottom at the wall of their containers. When we pour liquid into a vessel, then the weight of liquid pushes down on the base of the vessel, providing pressure. See in this diagram, this is the full filled water container. Now, if we'll make a hole upside of this container, what will happen? The water will come outside with very low pressure. If we will make a hole in the middle, the speed will be in medium. Means the speed will be medium. And if we will make the hole at the last of the bottom, there will be a high pressure jet. Do you know why this happens? We have read in this point that all the liquid exert pressure on the base or bottom and wall of their container. Means this first part is exerting pressure downwards, the second layer the downward, and it carries so on. The last layer of the container has the most pressure. That's why if we make a hole here, it will, the water will come out with a high pressure jet. Properties of pressure exerted by solids. A solid resting on a horizontal surface exerts a normal contact force equal to its weight. The pressure of the solid on the surface depends on the area of contact. We have studied that, means we know that if there is more area, there will be low pressure. That's why in this diagram, it is showed that the object is reducing low pressure, means has low pressure. But in the second diagram, we can see that the area is less. That's why the pressure is high. Properties of pressure exerted by gases. When the gases comes in contact with a substance, there is a collision of molecule of gas with the molecule of substance. This causes air pressure. See in the first diagram. If we blow the balloon fills. Why does it fills? Because the air molecules exerts the pressure upon the balloon. In the second image, we can see that the man is pumping air in the tire. The tire gets bigger in size. Why? Because air molecules pushes the tire outside. Atmospheric pressure. This is the last point of our today's chapter. Our, our atmosphere extends to several kilometers above sea level. The weight of the air acts as pressure known as atmospheric pressure. The pressure in our body balances the atmospheric pressure, and that is why we do not feel it. Summary. Force is a push or a pull on an object. Force has both magnitude and direction. A force acting on an object causes the object to change its shape or size. A force which can extended by an object on another object only through physical touching is called the contact force. Muscular force and frictional force are two types of contact forces. A non-contact force is a force applied to an object by another object that is not direct contact with it. Magnetic force, gravitational force, and electrostatic force are types of non-contact forces. Force acting per unit area is known as pressure. All the liquids exerted on the base or bottom and wall of their containers. A solid resting on horizontal surface exerts a normal contact force equal to its weight. When the gas comes in contact with the substance, there is a collision of molecules of gas with molecules of substance. Our atmosphere extends to several kilometers above sea level. The weight of the air acts on pressure known as atmospheric pressure. This was a bit lengthy chapter, but hope so you have understood this chapter. If you have any doubt regarding this chapter, you can write in the comment section. Thank you.